ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो नेक्स्ट पेपर है हमारा मई जून 2023 1 2। तो जो मैंने पहले पेपर किया है बच्चों, मैंने आपको भेज दिया ग्रुप के अंदर। और अब ये है द इक्वेशन ऑफ अ कर्व इज सच दैट, डेरिवेटिव आपको दिया हुआ है, फाइंड द इक्वेशन ऑफ कर्व। ठीक है, दुआ करें कि ऐसा पेपर आ जाए, ये तो बहुत इजी है। सो इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड वाई, सो व्हाट यू विल डू, इंटीग्रल ऑफ x minus 3 power minus 3 dx. So y will be 4 times x minus 3 power minus 2 whole divided by minus 2, and that derivative of inside, which is 1, plus constant of integration. So y is equals to minus 2 over x minus 3 whole square plus c. So y is equals to minus 2 over 4 minus 3 plus power 2 plus c. So that is 5 plus 2 is equal to c. So c is 7. So equation of curve will be y is equals to 4 over x minus 3 whole cube, sorry, minus 2 over x minus 3 whole square plus 7. This is my equation of curve. Next question is the coefficient of x4 in the expansion of this is p. Okay, so x plus a power 4. So let's open it. 4c0, x raised to power 4, a raised to power 0. So this will give me is equal to, this will give me x4 only. Sorry, it has power 6, so power 6. So 6c0, x raised to power 6, a raised to power 0. So this is x raised to power 6, then 6c1, x raised to power 5, a raised to power 1, 6c1 is 6, 6a x raised to power 5, 6c2, x raised to power 4, and a raised to power 2. So that will be 6c2 is 15, a square x4. So you can see that the coefficient of x4 is this, and that is equal to p. So p is equals to 15a square. Again, ax plus 3 whole power 4. So 4c0, ax raised to power 4, 3 to the power 0. So this will be a4x4, 4c1, ax power 3, and 3 power 1. No needed. 4c2, ax square, and then 3 to the power 2. So 4c2 is 6. 4c2 is 6. 3 raised to power 2 is 9. And a square x square. So this is 54 a square x square. So that means q is 54 a square, because the coefficient of x square is q. So x square coefficient is 54 a square, so that is equal to q. Now p plus q is 276. P plus q is 276. So p plus q is 276. So 15a square plus 54a square is equals to 276. And now we have just 54 plus 15 will be 69. A square is equal to 276. So 276 divided by 69 will be 4. So A is equals to plus minus 2. But as, okay, find the possible values of the constant A. So we have two values for this constant. A is equal to plus minus 2. Next question is express this in completing square form. So let's take 4 common. X square minus 6x plus p. 4 into x square minus 2 times x times 3 plus 3 square minus 3 square plus p. 4 times x square minus x minus 3 whole square minus 9 plus p. So 4 times x minus 3 whole square minus 36 plus p. So let's write it x minus 3 whole square plus p minus 36. Hence, otherwise, find the set of values of p for which this equation has no real roots. हारिस ज्वाइन करो ना मीटिंग यार। ओहो, तो उस पे लगा के देखो, पेपर में क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 पे पहुंच चुका हूँ, 1 2 पे, जल्दी करो। Has no real roots. So students, you know that when some equation has no real roots, it means that its discriminant is less than 0. Okay, its discriminant is less than 0. So b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So b is minus 24 square minus 4, a is 4 and c is p. So less than 0. So now 24 square will be 576 minus 16p is less than 0. And then 576 is less than 16p. So 576 over 16 will be less than p. 576 divided by 16. So 36 is less than p, means that p is greater than 36. So these are the possible values of p. Solve the equation. This is a quadratic equation, okay? You have to convert it into the quadratic by letting x cube is equal to, let's say, we put y, and then if we take power 3 on both sides, power 2 on both sides, so this will become x to the power 6 is equal to y square. So 8y square plus 215 y is minus 27 equal to 0. So 8, 215 minus 27. So y is equals to minus 27 and y is equals to 1 over 8. So my y is actually x cube. X cube is minus 27 and x cube is 1 over 8. Let's take cube root. So we can take cube root of some negative number also, okay? So let's put this in calculator. And you will get x is equals to negative 3 and x is equals to 1 over 2. Let's put these values in calculator. You will get these answers. So these are the two values of above equation solution. The next is question 5. We have to find the shaded area. It's very easy. The area integral will be lowest value is 0, greatest value is 4, and you have to integrate this curve. The curve is 10x power 1 over 2 minus 5 over 2 x raised to power 3 by 2 dx. So area will be 0 to 4, 10 x 1 over 2 minus 5 over 2 x power 3 by 2 dx. Then we have 10x power 1 over 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2 into over 3 by 2 minus 5 over 2. 3 by 2 plus 1 will be 5 over 2 and then 5 over 2. This is my area 0 to 4. Again 10. Again we have 20 over 3 x power 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2 into 2 by 5 is just cancel out. 4 is to power 3 by 2 is just 8. 4 is to power 3 by 2 is 8 minus 4 is to power 5 over 2 will be 32. So 20 times 8 divided by 3 will be minus 32. So students, your area will be 64 over 3. Your area will be 64 divided by 3. The next question is from circular Myers. The diagram shows a sector OAB of a circle with center O. Angle AOB is theta radians and OP and AP is x. Show that the arc length AB is 2x theta cos theta. It is very easy for the A2 students. As you know that this is theta, so this is also theta. So this angle can be pi minus 2 theta. So this angle again will be 2 theta. So in order to find this arc length, we will apply this formula. AB, the arc length AB is L is equal to r theta. So theta is just theta and r is actually this length, this OA or OB. But we can find OA. How? There are multiple ways. Let's say if I apply sine rule. So sine rule will be OA divided by sine of opposite angle, and that is pi minus 2 theta is equals to x over sine theta. And as we know that sine of pi minus any angle, let's say theta, this will be only sine theta, okay, from the translation or transformation. But most of the students forget this concept. So it's better to not apply this concept, okay? Let me complete this. OA over sine 2 theta by using that concept, like pi minus any angle will be sine of that angle. So if we have sine pi minus 2 theta, so this will be sine 2 theta, okay? But if you know the formula of like A2 mathematics P3, then you can use the compound angle and it's very easy to reach here, okay? So again, OA is equal to x over sine theta times sine 2 theta. Again, students, we don't know what we will do with sine 2 theta. Now, this is a double angle formula, which we cannot use in the AS maths. So we need to, okay, for A2 students, like for composite students like Raya, for you, we can write x over sine theta into, what is sine 2 theta? Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. So sine will be cancelled out, so the radius will be 2x cos theta. So this is my OA radius. So if you want to find the arc length, so that will be simply radius, which is 2x cos theta, and then angle, which is theta. So you can see this is my answer. But in this whole solution, we have like, we the AS student don't know what is the formula for sine 2 theta, one. And the second thing is they forget these concepts that sine of pi minus theta will be sine theta. So it's better to apply some other technique. Okay. Solution. This was solution number 1 or solution number 2. Student, let's say if you draw a perpendicular on OA, as you know that these angles, these are 2 theta. So this is an isosceles triangle. So if you divide perpendicular on the base side of isosceles triangle, this will divide it into the equal parts. So now we have a, so now these two lengths are same, equal. So now we have a this right triangle. So let's say if I say that this is M. So how to find OM using this right triangle? Theta, X, and OM. So I can use cos. Yes, I can use cos theta is equals to OM over hypotenuse, which is X. So OM is equals to X cos theta. As you know that OA is twice of OM, so OA is just 2x cos theta. So arc length will be L is equal to R theta. So 2x cos theta is my radius, which is R, and theta is my just theta. So this was my arc length of AB. Okay, students, I have given you 2 solutions. So the next part is find the area of the shaded region APB in terms of X and theta. So it's very easy to find area of APB. So area of APB will be sector area minus triangle area. Sector area minus triangle area. So sector area is half R square. So it means 2x cos theta. Half R square theta. This is sector area minus area of triangle will be half of half. Okay. To find the area of this bigger triangle, it's better to find area of one triangle and then multiply it with 2. So for that, let me find PM first. So sine theta is P perpendicular, which is PM over X. So PM is X sine theta. So this is my height of smaller triangle. So area of one triangle will be half of height, which is X sine theta, time base. Base was OM, which is X cos theta. Okay. So this was my OM. So this will be half of X square sine theta cos theta. This is area of one triangle, but we need area of 2 triangles. So let's multiply it with 2. So this will be 2 times 1 over 2 x square sine theta cos theta. So 2 will be cancelled out. So x square. This is the area of isosceles triangle. So x square sine theta, cos theta, and 2 x square theta cos theta minus x square sine theta cos theta. Also take maximum things common, so we can take x square and cos theta common. So inside will be 2 theta. Sorry, this is cos square theta. 2 theta cos square theta minus sine theta. So this is my shaded area. Okay, x square cos theta into this bracket. The next one is from trigonometry. By first expanding this, find the 3 solutions of the equation. Okay, let's open using identity a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab. So as you know that cos square plus sine square is 1. So 1 plus 2 cos theta sine theta is equal to 1. So 2 cos theta sine theta equals to 0. So 1 by 1 sine theta is 0 and the other is cos theta is 0. So as you know that students, whenever sine and cos is 0, you have to draw the original graph. These are the special cases. So you have to draw the original graph of sine and original graph of cos. So this is the graph of cos and sine. So let's say if sine is 0, so these are the 2 possible points in given domain, 0, pi. Also sine is 0 and 2 pi, but 2 pi is not included. Again, if cos is 0, so these are the 2 points where cos is 0. The first is 90 and the second is 270. As the domain is given in radian, so you have to give the answer also in radian. So 0, pi by 2 in order pi, and then 3 pi by 2, which is 270. So these are all the solutions at which cos and sine is 0. Sorry, student, 3 pi by 2 is not in the domain. It is out of domain. So 0, pi by 2, and pi. 3 pi by 2 is actually greater than pi. Hence, verify that the only solutions of the equation this are 0 and pi by 2. So you just need to verify. Verify means you don't need to find the solutions. So let's put theta is equal to 0. So cos 0 plus sine 0 is equal to 1. So cos 0 is 1 and sine 0 is 0. You can check using calculator. So 1 is equal to 1. It's mean true. Yes. True or yes. Theta 0 is solution. Theta is equal to 0 is solution. Theta is equals to pi by 2. Again, cos pi by 2 plus sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So 1 is equal to 1. Yes. Again, true. Yes. Theta is equal to pi by 2 is also solution. Okay. Okay. Prove the identity. Let's consider the left-hand side and take LCM. So cos theta minus sine theta into cos theta minus sine theta. So sine theta times cos theta minus sine theta plus cos theta plus sine theta into 1 minus cos theta. Sine theta cos theta माइनस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा। मैं शायद क्यों खरीद ठीक है देखता हूँ। plus cos theta minus cos square theta plus sine theta minus sine theta cos theta. So this will be cancel out, and in the denominator you can see difference of squares, a plus b, a minus b. So this will be a square minus b square. Then we have okay, let's write sine square theta and then minus cos square theta and then take minus common. So sine square theta plus cos square theta. Okay. And then plus cos theta plus sine theta. What will happen with sine square plus cos square, Ahmed? This will be 1. So this will become 1. So let's write cos theta plus sine theta and minus 1, because sine square plus cos square is 1. So you can see that this is my required form, but in the denominator, they are asking for sine square only. So let's convert cos square into sine square. So 1 minus sine square theta minus sine square theta. So this will become cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 divided by 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So this is my right hand side, you can see. Next we have, using the results of A and B, solve the equation. Okay. We have just proved that this thing is equal to this. So we can use this on left hand side. So cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 divided by 1 minus 2 sine square theta is equals to 2 into cos theta plus sine theta minus 1. Next we have, students, most of the time you can see that this expression is cancelled out. Okay, let me give you one concept. Let's say if you have x square is equal to x, and if I ask you what is the value of x, most of the students say that x can be cancelled out, so x is equal to 1. Yes, it's correct, but it is one of the solution, not all the solutions. Okay, so you cannot cancel some variable with variable. So you have to bring x on the left side to write 0, and then take common x minus 1. And so you have x equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So you have two solutions for this. So similarly, this whole thing is treated as x, and this whole thing is treated as x. So you can cancel it, but no. Okay. So let's bring this thing on left side. So let's say that this is x. So x over 1 minus 2 sine square theta minus 2x is equal to 0. And now take x common. 1 over 1 minus 2 sine square theta minus 2. These are smart calculations, okay? So x equal to 0, and rest of the thing is also 0. So what was your x? Your x was this thing. So cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 equal to 0. So cos theta plus sine theta equals to 1. So I'm going to do this thing, and let me see the previous part. Okay. Okay. So let's bring the bracket on the left side and then take common and then equate it 0. So you will get cos theta plus sine theta minus 1 equal to 0. So cos theta plus sine theta is equals to 1. And as you know that in the previous part, they were saying that theta is equal to 0 and pi by 2 was the solution. Okay. And the remaining thing was 1 over 1 minus 2 sine square theta is equals to 2. So 1 over 2 is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So 2 sine square theta is equals to 1 minus 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. Sine square theta is 1/4. बेटा बैठ जाओ ना, मैं लेके आता हूँ ना, उधर जाओ, मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, जाओ उधर। हाँ मैं आता हूँ, जाओ। So you can take square root on both sides. So you have sine theta is equals to plus minus 1/2. So sine is positive in first and second, sine is negative in third and fourth. In both cases, you have basic angle 30. Also, basic angle 30 means theta is equals to pi by 6. So my first angle will be theta is equals to pi by 6. My second angle will be theta is equals to pi minus pi by 6, and that will be 5 pi by 6. And my third angle will be this, which is out of domain, which is out of domain, because we need to give answer up to pi. So all the answers you have to combine. Theta is equals to 0 from this, then theta is equals to pi by 2, then theta is equals to pi by 6, and then theta is equal to 5 pi by 6. So these are all the solutions, and very, very interesting question, by the way. These are all the solutions of this equation. Okay. As they were saying that you have to use part A and B. That's why we did this directly. Like theta is equal to 0 and pi by 2 are the solutions of this equation. So all the solutions are 0, pi by 6, pi by 2, and 5 pi by 6. The next question is from transformations and functions. The diagram shows the graph y is equal to f of x, where the functions f is defined by this. On the diagram above, sketch the graph of y is equal to f inverse of x for 2 marks. Students, there is a concept remark. Graphs of f and f inverse are reflection of each other in the line y is equal to x. Okay, so if you want to draw the graph of f inverse with the help of graph of f, so first of all, what you will do, you will draw the line y is equal to x. And you better know that what is line y is equal to x, which bisect the first quadrant. It will definitely passes through these points diagonally. Okay, now you have to reflect this graph in this line. So it's mean if this is the edge, so you in the equal distance on the other side of the line, you will draw a point here. So let's say this is the point. Again, let's choose another point and mark a point on the same distance from the line on the other side. So this will be somewhere here. So and then again, if you have this point, sorry, pi, so it will be here. So this will be the graph of f inverse. Okay, students, the graph of f inverse is the reflection of graph of f in the line y is equal to x. Just remember this concept. One more thing, students, you can see that the domain of our function was from 0 to 2 pi. You can see the expansion. It started from 0 and goes to 2 pi. This is the maximum point. So if you draw the graph of f inverse, this domain will become the range of f. Okay, f inverse. Okay, so you can see the range. Range means the expansion of f inverse will be in the direction, in x-axis direction, in y-axis direction. Okay, the range means the expansion of f inverse graph in y-axis direction will vary from 0 to 2 pi. This is the concept, but you can draw the graph simply like in the reflection of f in line y is equal to x. That's it for 2 marks. Second part is very easy. Find f inverse. So y is equal to 3 plus 2 sine x by 4. Y minus 3 is equal to 2 sine x over 4. Y minus 3 over 2 is equal to sine x over 4. So sine inverse of y minus 3 over 2 is equal to x over 4. So 4 sine inverse of y minus 3 over 2 is equal to x. So just replace x with y and then write 4 sine inverse of x minus 3 over 2. So this is my graph of, this is my inverse of f. Okay, this is the f inverse function. The next part is the diagram shows part of the function. Complete the sketch of the graph g of x on the diagram above and hence explain whether the function g has an inverse. Students, inverse means horizontal line cuts graph at only one point. These are the key points. Please remember these concepts, students. Now, students, they are saying that complete this graph. Okay, this is a graph from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. But this time they have also given the negative domain. So you have to bring this graph towards left till minus 2 pi. Okay. So this is the graph of this function from minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Okay, for 2 marks. Again, they have asked two things. One, draw the graph, and other, uh, what do you say about the inverse of g? So inverse means if you draw the horizontal line, it will cut the graph only at a single point. Yes, you can draw horizontal line anywhere on the graph. Or so you can see that the horizontal line intersects or cut the graph only at single point. So it means that this function has an inverse. So you will say yes, G has an inverse. So let's say if G has no inverse. So then in that case, maybe your graph looks like this. So if you draw the horizontal line here, you can see that the horizontal line is intersecting at 2 points. Okay. I don't want to explain the concept behind this, but for now, you just need to remember, if you want to check the inverse of some function, just draw the graph on, just draw the horizontal lines on it, and the horizontal line intersect the graph only at a single point, then that function has an inverse, otherwise it has no inverse. Like in this case, if you have this type of graph and you draw the horizontal line, you can see that horizontal line intersect at 2 points. So it means that this function has no inverse. Anyway, describe fully a sequence of three transformations. Student, it has 6 marks and it is just a piece of cake. And this topic is added in the syllabus 3 years back. So it will definitely come again in 2024. So describe fully a sequence of three transformations which can be combined to transform the graph of y is equal to sine x to the graph of y is equal to f of x. What was f of x? Let me write this first. Ahmed, आप इधर ही हो? Okay. 3 plus, okay, let me write 2 sine x over 4 plus plus 3. For this, I need to teach you students the stretch, horizontal stretch, okay? In the previous paper, we have studied vertical stretch, but in this question, we have horizontal stretch also. So the concept of horizontal stretch is horizontal stretch. Let's say if you have a function y is equal to f of x, and your inner x, okay, inside of f, your x is replaced with some ax thing, then this is the indication of horizontal stretch, okay? The graph is stretched horizontally, and you will say that um, it is horizontal stretch with factor 1 over a. Student, please remember this concept. Whenever you have a inside of function, you will pronounce the factor as 1 over a. And what is the meaning of this now? What is the meaning? Let's say, for example, if you have a point 2 comma, let's say 3 or 2 comma 4 on f, and the question is f is stretched horizontally with factor 1 over 2. So you know what this 1 over 2 effect on 2 comma 4, you will only divide the x coordinate by this 2. So the resulting point on the transformed graph will be 1 comma 4. So whenever you have some point and whenever you want to stretch it horizontally, that point with some factor 1 over a, so what you will do, you will simply um, divide this number with x and remain y unchanged, leave y unchanged, okay? So this is the concept of horizontal stretch, okay? So student, now look at this. In this question, we have sine of 1 over 4 times x plus 3 into 2. So here we have f of ax means, now here we have a as 1 over 4, not 4. So who will tell me what will be the factor? If in case of ax, we have factor 1 over a. So in case of 1 over 4, our factor will be 1 over 1 over 4. So my horizontal stretch will be factor 4. Okay. Let's say in our question, if there was, instead of 1 over 4x, if we had just 2 sine 4x plus 3. So now my definitely horizontal stretch will be 1 over 4. 1 divided by this constant. But in current situation, we have 1 over 4 times x. So the formula for the factor is 1 divided by the coefficient of x. So 1 over 1 over 4 will be 4. Okay, so you will pronounce that the horizontal stretch is, there is a horizontal stretch with factor 1 over 1 over 4, which is actually 4. Okay, so In the previous paper, we have also studied that what is the meaning of this 3. This is vertically translated 3 units upward direction. And what is this, the meaning of this 2? This is the vertical stretch with factor 2. Okay. So now let me write, first of all, the horizontal stretch with factor 4. Let me write with factor 1 over 1 over 4, which is 4. Again, um, vertical stretch with factor this number, okay, with factor 2. And again, vertical translation, which is 0 comma 3, 0 comma 0 3. Okay. Students, as we know that uh, in transformation case, order matter. Order means when you will apply the 2 vertical transformations or 2 horizontal transformations, order matter. But when you apply 1 horizontal and 1 vertical, order does not matter. And what is the meaning of this now? Student, in current scenario, we have 2 vertical transformations applied. Okay. And as I told you that order matter. And what is the order now? So in vertical case, vertical transformations follow BOD-MAS rule. Follow BOD-MAS, which is a bracket, okay, division, multiplication, and then. So when there are vertical transformations, you cannot write this line first. You have to write stretch first and then translation on the second. Otherwise, if you just explain vertical translation first and then stretch later on, the examiner will cancel out this question. Okay, because they were saying that you have to give the transformations in specific order. So in vertical transformations, you will follow the BOD-MAS rule. BOD-MAS rule means you will say the stretch first and then translate it later on. But if you want to combine the 2 horizontal transformations, in that case, you will apply the reverse of BOD-MAS rule. Okay. So vertical transformations follow BOD-MAS rule, and 2 horizontal transformation follows reverse BOD-MAS rule. Reverse means in 2 horizontal case, you will first tell the horizontal translation, and then horizontal stretch. Okay. Horizontal transformations follows reverse BOD-MAS rule. Okay. Reverse BOD-MAS. So this is, you just need to write these 3 lines to earn 6 marks. Okay. All other things are just the explanations. Now let's come to question 9. The second term of a geometric progression is 16, and the sum to infinity is 100. The second term of a geometric progression is 16. So A2 is 16. And we know that the formula for general term in the geometric progression is AN is equal to A1R is to power n minus 1. So means that A2 is simply A1R is to power 2 minus 1. So A2 is simply A1R. So actually A1R is equal to 16. This is given. And sum to infinity is 100. So we know that sum to infinity is A1 over 1 minus R. This is also given. So find the two possible values of the first term. So these are the two equations. From first equation, you can write r is equal to 16 over a of 1. Let's put value of r in the second equation. So a1 over 1 minus 16 over a1 is equal to 100. So this is a quadratic equation. Now a1 square over a1 minus 16 is equal to 100. So a1 is equals to 100 a1 minus 1600. So a1 square minus 100 a1 plus 1600 equal to 0. 1 minus 100 1600. So first term will be 20. So it has two values for first term. So first term is either 20 or first term is either 80. Show that the nth term of one of the two possible geometric progressions is equal to the 4 raised to power n minus 2 multiplied by the nth term of the other geometric progression. So we have first term 20 and 80. So it means, first term 20 and then 80. So what was my second term? Second term was 16 in both cases. So either my ratio will be 16 over 20 or my ratio will be 16 over 80. Okay. So this will be 1 over 5. 4 or 5, or this will be 1 over 5. So we have two values for r. Now let's write the nth term. So nth term in first case will be a1 r raised to power n minus 1. So an is equal to 20 times r minus 1. So that will be 4 over 5 raised to power n minus 1. And in second case, a1 is 80 and r is 1 over 5 raised to power n minus 1. So now we need to okay. Now we need to students multiply one of the nth term with this number to get the other nth term. Okay. So let's multiply 4 is to power n minus 2 with this term 1 over 5 n minus 1. So I can write it as 4 is to power n minus 1 dot 4 is to power minus 1 dot 80 dot 1 over 5 power n minus 1. I just break down the power n minus 2 as n minus 1 minus 4 so that I can bring this 4 inside the bracket in under the power n minus 1 so that I want to make this. Okay. So 80 over 4 is to power minus 1 is just 1 over 4 into. Now I can combine 4 over 5 to the whole power n minus 1. And you can see that this is 20 into 4 over 5 to the power n minus 1. So you can see that this is the nth term of first case. So that's it. So you can write it as 20 4 over 5 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 4 is to power n minus 2 times 80 into 1 over 5 raised to power n minus 1. That's it. Interesting. The equation of a circle is given. The line is a tangent to the circle at point P. Okay. Show that one possible value of A is 4 and find the other possible value of A. So let's draw a circle, students. By the way, center is not given because A is unknown. And now we have this line is tangent to the circle. We know that whenever you have some quadratic thing and a line, and if the line is tangent to the curve, you will put b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So let's put first of all y here. So x minus a whole square plus y is half x plus 6 minus 3 whole square is equal to 20. So a square plus b square minus 2ab plus half x plus 3 whole square is equal to 20. X square plus a square minus 2ax plus a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that will be 3x minus 20 equal to 0. So x square plus 1 over 4x square, that will be 5x square over 4 plus, take x common, so 3 minus 2a times x. So plus a square, 9 minus 20 will be 11. So b square minus, or you can multiply it with 4 to just avoid fractions. 5x square plus 4 into 3 minus 2a x plus 4a square minus 44 equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So that will be a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 80 plus 20 times 44. 880. 80 a square plus 880 is equal to 0. So 16 times 9 will be 144 plus that will be 64 minus 16 times 12, 192a minus 80a square plus 880 equal to 0. So this will be minus 80a square plus 64a square. And is there any other a? No, minus 192a. 880. 880 plus 144 plus 1024 equal to 0. So minus 80 plus 64 will be minus 16. Now this is a quadratic equation. Minus 16 minus 192, 1024. So a is 4 as he said, and the other value of a is minus 16. सो दिस वाज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन। उमर, ये हमारा 1-2 में से एक दो क्वेश्चन रहते थे, हमने ब्रेक ली थी, अब हम उन्हीं से कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं। पेपर 1-2 2023। इसका क्वेश्चन 10 हमने कर लिया था। पहला पार्ट, ए पार्ट, द इक्वेशन ऑफ सर्कल इज गिवन। ओके, द लाइन दिस इज अ टेंजेंट टू सर्कल एट पॉइंट पी, शो दैट one possible value of a is 4 and find the other possible value of a। तो हमने किया किया ये था कि हमने y की वैल्यू पुट कर दी थी कर्व के अंदर, और फिर हमने इसको एज अ, यहाँ पे ये y की वैल्यू पुट की, देन हमने इसे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन से सॉल्व किया। ये क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन बनाई, एंड देन वी रीच्ड हियर, ax स्क्वायर plus bx plus cx plus c is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. Now you remember the concept then that when a line is tangent to the curve, then its discriminant will be 0. So discriminant का मतलब ये था कि b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac equals to 0. So b ये है, a is 5 and c is 4a square minus 44. Solve किया, then we have two values of a. One is 4 and the other one is minus 16. The second part is very tricky, especially third one. For a is equal to 4, find the equation of the normal to the circle at P. ठीक है, तो अगर let's suppose a 4 है, तो a x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 20. And the equation of tangent was y is equals to half x plus 6. So let's say कि ये है मेरे पास equation of circle and this is point P. So this will be your tangent. Now they are asking us to find this normal line. So center हमें दिया हुआ है, center is actually 4,3. So gradient of normal will be as gradient of tangent is 1/2. Equation of tangent दी हुई है ना, तो gradient of tangent 1/2 होगा, और normal का gradient होगा नेगेटिव रेसिप्रोकल। अब हम लगाएंगे y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. So y minus 3 is equals to minus 2 times x minus 4. So y minus 3 is equals to minus 2x plus 8. So y is equals to minus 2x plus 11. This is my equation of normal. This is my equation of normal. This normal, okay? Now see, for a is equal to 4 again, find the equations of two tangents to the circle which are parallel to the normal found in B. So students, now this is my normal line. If two tangents are parallel to this normal line, so definitely there will be some, we will draw those two tangents here. So let's say they are, here we have the two tangents. Here we have two tangents. And obviously, if these three lines are parallel, then they lie on the diameter. So this will be the diameter. Only if they are parallel. Okay. If two tangents and the normal is parallel, then obviously these 3 points lies on the diameter. Now, who will tell me that what is the gradient of this diameter? Obviously, this diameter is parallel to this tangent because this radius is perpendicular to that tangent. Okay. And radius is also perpendicular to diameter. So this is parallel. So it means that the diameter has gradient 1/2, just like tangent. And then equation of diameter will be y minus 3, because the diameter passes through the origin. Y minus 3 is equal to 1/2 x minus 4. So this is my equation of diameter, which will be y minus 3 is equal to half x minus 2. So y is equals to 1 over 2x plus 1. Now, as the diameter intersecting the circle at these 2 points, so we will find these 2 points first. So what is my circle? Equation of circle is x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 20. So x square. So x minus 4 whole square plus put value of y. This is the value of y. So 1 over 2x plus 1 minus 3 whole square is equal to 20. So x square plus 16 minus 8x plus 1 over 2x minus 2 whole square is equal to 20. So x square plus 16 minus 8x plus half x square plus 4 plus 2ab. So that will be minus 2x is equals to 20. So x square minus 10x, x square plus half x square. So that will be 3 by 2x square minus 10x. And then 16, 4, 20 will be cancelled out with each other. So you can take x common. 3x over 2 minus 10 equal to 0. So x is either 0 or 3x over 2 minus 10 equal to 0. So that means x is equals to 20 over 3. Let me check. Either x is equal to 0 or x is equal to मिस्टेक हमने उम्र कहाँ पे कर दी है ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर
सर 1/2 का x का स्क्वायर से निकाले 1/4 नहीं होगा
थैंक यू इसको हम दोबारा कर लेते हैं स्टेप को 2023 क्वेश्चंस किए हैं आपने
करो सर YouTube पे कम पहले
हाँ सारे पेपर्स करो ठीक है ये 23 22 21 कम
ये
अज
जो
कम
आज
3 साल
नहीं आज जो करवाए वो अपलोड कब करेंगे YouTube पे
मैं शाम अभी 2 कर ली है ना ये दूसरा का एंड हो जाएगा तीसरा भी अभी हम करेंगे बैठ के 3 तो मैं ये करने के बाद रात को अपलोड कर दूंगा ठीक है उम्मीद है कि मुझे लग रहा है हम 21 तक पहुंच जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह 18 20 तक कर लेंगे पेपर्स 18 पेपर्स होते हैं ना 3 सालों के से 6 एक साल में होते हैं अच्छा cancel out so x common नहीं 5x common so x over 4 minus 2 equal to 0 so x is 0 and x over 4 minus 2 is 0 so that means x is 8 and x is 0 हुआ क्या है now we will find y so put this 0 here so you will find y is equals to 1 of x plus 1 will be 1 over 2 0 plus 1 will be 1 so that means you have 1 point 0 comma 1 and the other point is half x plus 1's 1 over 2 8 plus 1 will be 5 so that means 8 comma 5 now you have 2 points find the equation of two tangents so you have to find two tangents now obviously students these two tangents are parallel to this normal so the gradient of normal was minus 2 so means that y minus 1 is equals to minus 2 times x minus 0. So obviously this will be y is equals to minus 2x plus 1. This is first equation of tangent. And the second equation of tangent is y minus 5 is equals to minus 2 into x minus 8. So y minus 5 is equals to y is equals to minus 2x plus 16 plus 5. So that will be 21. So this will be my second equation of tangent. This is, by the way, important and difficult part. Next, student, this is very, very interesting because it has a C part, which will give you some interesting concepts. The equation of a curve is given where k is a positive constant. Find its derivative. So dy by dx will be k 1 over 2 4x plus 1 power minus 1 over 2 into 4x minus 1. So the result will be just 4, I think so. Just 4. So 2k divided by 4x plus 1 minus 1 dy by dx. Find the x coordinate of the stationary point in terms of k. So it means you will put derivative equals to 0, and then we will make x as subject. So 2k over root 4x plus 1 is equals to 1. Make x subject. So 2k is equals to 4x plus 1. 4k square is equal to 4x plus 1. 4k square minus 1 over 4 is equal to x. So this is my x coordinate of stationary point in terms of k. Next, we have given that k is equals to 10.5, find the equation of the normal to the curve at the point where the tangent to the curve makes an angle, this with the positive x-axis. Before that, put this question straight. You must know a new concept that whenever you have given a curve, let's say if you have this curve and this point, and you have this point, if you draw a tangent at this point, then this point have coordinates x comma y. So let me draw it again. Let's suppose this is my tangent, and this is my point p x comma y. So this length is x and this length is y. This angle could be any angle, let's say theta. So gradient of tangent have different forms. First form is y over x. Second form is, if you student tell me what is your tan theta. So tangent theta is through proper brush. So means perpendicular over base. So you can see that this is my gradient of tangent, and also y over x is equal to tan theta. So from now you have learned that whenever you have given an angle of some line and you take tangent of that angle, so the answer will give you the gradient of the tangent. Okay, gradient of the tangent line. So this is also gradient, and tangent theta is also gradient. Tangent of angle is also the gradient of that line. Okay, so you need to remember this concept. Okay, tangent of angle will give you the gradient of line, just like y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's say, given that k is equal to 10.5, so let me write my curve again. This was my curve, minus x plus 5, and derivative will be 2k over 4x plus 1 minus 1. Given that k is equal to 10.5, find the equation of the normal to the curve at the point where the tangent to the curve makes an angle this with the positive x-axis. We cannot understand this without diagram. So let's say if we draw a diagram and a curve, let's say this is my curve and this is my point P at which this is my tangent. Now, where the tangent to the curve makes an angle this with the positive x-axis. So let's say if I call it theta, so this angle will be theta because the tangent making an angle this with the x-axis. So as I said, bring tan on the left side. So this will become tan theta is equals to 2. So just remember, if a line is making angle theta with x-axis, and if you take tangent of that angle, the answer will be the gradient of that line. So who will tell me what is this 2? 2 is gradient of tangent line. Okay, listen again. If a line making an angle theta with the positive x-axis and then tangent of theta, the answer will be the gradient of that line. So this 2 is actually the gradient of this yellow line. Okay. Now also, this is the gradient of yellow line in general. So you will equate both of them. So 2k over 4x plus 1 minus 1 as k is given. K is 10.5. So 2 plus 1 will be 3. K is also given 10.5. So 4x plus 1 under root. 10.5 times 2 will be 21. So 4x plus 1 under root is equal to 21 over 3, which will be 7. So 4x plus 1 is equal to 49. So x will be 48 over 4, which is 12. So students, this point has x coordinate 12. Okay. And to find the y coordinate, you will put this 12 where? In this original curve or in this tangent line. But unfortunately, we don't have this line. So in order to find y coordinate, what we will do? We will put this 12 here in this curve. So y is equals to 10.5 under root 4 times 12 plus 1 minus 12 plus 5. So that will be 10.5 times 7 because root 49 is 7 minus 12 plus 5. So 66.5. So my point will be 12 comma 66.5. Now see what's the question. What is actually question? We have to find the equation of normal to the curve at this point. That's it. Now as we know that the gradient of tangent is 2. So the gradient of the normal, let me draw. This red line is my equation of normal. So its gradient will be minus 1 over 2 because the gradient of tangent is 2. So the gradient of normal will be the negative reciprocal of that, which is negative 1 over 2. That's it. Y minus 66.5 is equals to minus 1 over 2, x minus 12. So this is my equation of normal. At the point this is my equation of normal at that point. This is the end of the paper.